Hello. Welcome to your spirit homework for March 16, 2023. My name is Rochelle. If this is your first time here, I am the founder of Brown Bruja. I am a psychic and spirit communication educator, and I do these spirit homework streams to help you access the support of spirit, the divine, the creator, the universe, however you would like to refer to that big energy. I'm here to help you access that support without doubt or fear. So today, just like every other spirit homework session, I am going to be channeling actionable guidance for you. This is a little bit different from normal pick a card readings because what I'll do is I will tell you I will channel messages on specific topics, so I will tell you what that topic is, and if that topic pertains to you, then you'll know whether or not to listen to the message, and if it doesn't pertain to you, then you can just let it fly, or you can just ignore the message. So while it is the case that many people who are drawn to the spirit homework, maybe even you, might receive multiple messages in the spirit homework, it actually might be that you don't receive any messages at all, or you only get one, and that's totally okay. This is meant to be a general collective reading, so not everything is it's very likely that you're not gonna be hearing or that every message is going to be resonating. Oh my gosh, SIRI. Why are you messing up my flow? So like I was saying, it's don't be surprised if every message does not apply to your situation. That is totally normal. The other reason why this spirit homework is a little bit different from regular pick a card readings is that I prioritize giving you actionable guidance when it comes to the channeled messages. So I will ask for what it is that you can actually do or refrain from doing depending on the situation, so that you're not just, going around collecting channel messages and just like, okay, well, I guess I have this information. What am I supposed to do about it? I'm going to have them tell me to tell you what it is that you need to know so that you can improve your situation, so that you don't have to worry and you can have a little bit more focus in navigating whatever challenges that you're experiencing. We're at the time of this recording, it's March 16, 2023. And a lot of my clients are going through some tumultuous times. I'm not sure what it is that's going on. I mean, I've heard astrologers talk about things happening in the stars, in the skies, that are kind of like making things difficult for people. But I'm not a professional astrologer, so I'm not really sure. But regardless of what it might be going on in the air or the water or the skies or the stars, I'm going to make sure that I get you the guidance that you need to hear. So before we get started, if you're excited for getting into these messages, please give this a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, especially if you're tuning in live so that you can participate in the chat like I see people already doing. Hey Lance, hey Queen G. And it also just helps my channel grow, and it helps the more that this thing grows, the more that I know that it's actually useful for people. It'll let me know if I should keep doing this or not. So okay, let me see if I have any other announcements. So as of the time of this recording, it's Thursday, March 16, 2023, like I'm saying for the third time already. But if any of the messages in this reading resonate with you and you want to go deeper, or if, maybe you're like, all right, I heard a little bit about this thing, but I want to know exactly how it pertains to me specifically. I know that this is a collective reading. This is a general reading, but I want to hone in. I want to tune in on exactly what it is that I need to hear from myself specifically. I do have openings this weekend on Saturday. I think I have room for one more 30-minute reading, one more 30-minute spirit session. So if you're interested in booking a reading at any time, there's a link to do that in the description. And if you're watching this in the future, you can always just click on that link and check out my availability. Everything is fully automated online, makes it super easy. Have a very comprehensive FAQ if you have any questions about spirit sessions, or you can just email me or DM me. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, also, I put on some false lashes. What do you think? I learned a new oh, hey, Pauline. I'm just seeing your message now. I learned a new method for putting on false lashes, which, well, by learning, I mean I experimented with using the hair dryer, and it's so much easier for me now. So maybe you'll see me getting back to, like, I don't know, wearing makeup and stuff. I used to, like, pre-pandemic, especially when I was in school, I really loved makeup. I really loved playing around with makeup, changing up my appearance. I totally had the rectangle eyebrows. I was just looking at a picture that my partner sent me from like 2019, and my eyebrows are so strong. Stronger than they are now. They're already pretty prominent on my face. It's like my Japanese eyebrows, you know. But anyway, I'm not going to go back there, but I'm feeling a little bit of my confidence boosted now that I've like learned an effective, easier way to do the false lashes. I used to have like eyelash extensions too, but on a psychic salary, at least my current salary, it's not sustainable. But anyway, okay, let's actually get into the messages now. So let's see, let me just make sure everything is set up here. I'm trying to close as many windows as I can so that someone said brow game strong with this one. Yes, you should see my grandpa's eyebrows. They're like Gandalf vibes, as in long and curly, and mine will get like that too. And I am starting to get a little Gandalf vibes. I actually have one white eyebrow hair, so I'm, it's my my sage coming out, yes. Oh, Lon says trimming off a couple of the bundles from the ends of the strip lashes help too. These are actually piecemeal, so they're like little they're four, they're not one. So not Gandalf. Why not Gandalf? Why not Gandalf? But anyway. Okay. What was I saying? I can't remember. Alright, let's just get into it. So, as usual, I'm going to be tuning in so that I can properly channel messages. And as I'm tuning in, I'm just going to look like I'm like whispering to myself. So, I am going to close my eyes now, do my whispering, and as I do that, you can go get your snacks, you can go get your pen and your paper, your iPad, whatever it is that you're going to take notes with, if you want to take notes, if you want to do that. And as I'm tuning in, do that, and then also read the disclaimer in the description. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Okay. Alright. So, I forgot. So, last week, I went to a BTS Tarot Project event. Oh, I'm streaming. I mean, thank you. Mail delivery. So last weekend, like I was saying, I went to a BTS Tarot Project event. Shout out to BTS Tarot Project. Shout out to Natasha. And I got this BTS Love Yourself Oracle series, which is really cute. I want to try to read with them today. So maybe we'll do 7 messages. How about that? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I know not everybody watching likes BTS, but don't worry, you're still gonna hear what you need to hear, regardless. Yeah, so, okay, there's only 7 cards, so I'm just gonna do this, mix them up, and then, actually, no, I think I'm just gonna do 5. Yeah, they want me to do 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have our 5 cards here, and then I'm gonna do what I usually do. Or actually, let's do it this way. Okay, so we have our 5 cards. I'll put them in order, and then I will just look at them, and then we'll try to see what comes up here. So message number 1 is Serendipity, and message number 2 is Just Dance. Message number 3 is Love. Message number 4 is Singularity. And message number 5 is Seesaw. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna do what I usually do. Just taking a look at the cards here. Yeah, I feel like people are having some people are having a hard time right now. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I'm just feeling exhausted as I'm tuning in. Okay. So, let's get some clarification. Let's do message 1 first. Okay. Message 1. So, message 1 we have here Serendipity. And on the bottom it says, once your heart is moved, it will develop to something better and positive. So, let's see what that's about. Let's give us a couple of cards for message 1. Whoa, okay. So we have here the Queen of Wands and the Chariot, along with Mr. Jimin. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Interesting. Okay. This kind of feels like it's talking about somebody. Okay, so the situation is struggling with authenticity, struggling with being who you really want to be on the outside. It's really interesting that we have Jimin, who is, kind of androgynous, I would say. I was going to say non-binary, but that's not true. Androgynous looking. And then we also have here the Queen of Wands and the Chariot, and I'm looking at them and their hairstyles. It kind of looks like the same person, like their face. Look at their face and their hair. They look very similar to me, like either their brother and sister, they're twins, or like, I don't know, the same person. That is it's like you're the same person, but like different sides of you. Hey, Pascal. So, as I'm looking at the Queen of Wands and the Chariot, it just feels like there's like somebody who is struggling to express themselves, like both sides of themselves, or like a hidden person inside of them that wants to come out, or like, I don't know, being like showing like 2 different sides of you. So let's get a little bit more information about this situation. Because it kind of feels like it's almost like somebody who, like, you want to identify, like, let's say, for example, like, I want to say I'm an artist, but I don't feel like I'm an artist because I haven't actually, like, painted anything or something like that. That's just an example. I don't actually want to identify as an artist. I'm fine not being an artist. Or, like, you know, somebody who's like, I want to call myself a model, except I've never done a photo shoot, or I've only done free photo shoots, or something like that. That's kind of what it feels like to me, is a vibe of this message number 1. Okay. Yeah. So let's see what's going on here. What do these people need to know? Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So we have the Magician, 10 of Cups, and the Emperor. So let's see what I can get from this. Honestly, I have a lot of compassion for you. You know, what it's kind of showing me, like, okay, so the good news about this is that, like, well, I don't know, how can I say this in a nice way? I'm just gonna say it how it's coming to me. Nobody really cares what you call yourself, or nobody really, it's not that serious. It's not that, I don't know. It's almost like you are the person that cares the most about this label, the consequences, the potential consequences of, like, putting this label on yourself or expressing yourself in this way that you've been wanting to, and you feel like you don't have the right to, or you haven't been able to, or it's, like, not safe for you to do so. I don't know. I feel like the people who, like, love you and care about you and, like, want what's best for you, they want you to be your true, authentic self. When I'm looking at this 10 of Cups, it's making me think about family. Almost like worrying about whether family are going to support you or believe you when you say that you want to be an artist, or you want to be a model, or you want to be a, I don't know, whatever, you know? Like, the people whose opinions matter, like, they just want what's best for you. So it's like, really, it almost feels like you are the biggest obstacle. You are the one that's, like, holding yourself back the most when it comes to you being able to, like, express yourself authentically or show every side of you authentically. I do, you know, I'll say that on one hand, and on the other hand, it does feel like there is, so there's people that are on your side. When I'm looking at the Emperor, I feel like there might be, like, a bully, or someone jealous of you, or someone old, or maybe all three. I don't know. Like, I'm just like, there is a hater. There is a hater there. But this person is like, it's almost like they're intimidated, or they don't really want you to be yourself because they're afraid of what that means for them, which is, like, so insecure, you know what I mean? So let's actually get some information on, like, on what to do with that. Because I feel like they feel like they're losing power, but this doesn't really have anything to do with them, you know? Like, when I think about the Magician and the Emperor, both of these people are powerful in their own different ways, in their own distinct ways. Okay? Like, the Magician, honestly, I like the Magician better than the Emperor because, you know, we're anti-imperialists up in here. But so maybe they realize that too. Maybe it's like, oh, the way that I'm operating is, like, outdated, or the way that I do things, it's like I'm the old, like, nobody wants this anymore. Everybody's only going to want this, which is, like, you. But, like, I don't know if that's necessarily true. This person is operating from jealousy. And, like, I don't know. Like, it's like a totally one-sided competition. But let's see what you need to know about that. Very interesting. Okay, what do you need to know about this? What is the homework here? Sorry, I have to do everything in multiples of 4. And then I do one for good luck. Okay. Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords, Death, and the High Priestess. So what this is telling me is like, it's not really your responsibility to police what their reaction is going to be. And you can't really do anything about it. I feel like this person doesn't have, well, there's more. Okay, so I'll say this. It feels like there's more benefits to you expressing yourself authentically than to you like continuing to suppress this part of you. This person is like, I don't know. They're always gonna be jealous of you no matter what. But that's their thing to handle. That's their thing to work out for themselves. You know what I mean? I see that. So one way for you to, okay, sorry. They're doing that thing again where they tell me like 5 things at one time. Number 1, with the Death card and the Eight of Swords, what it feels like is like this, I don't know. It just feels like very aligned for you to express yourself authentically, whatever this thing is talking about. Just like to be yourself fully 100%. It almost feels undeniable to me. Where it's like almost like this is pre-planned. If you believe in destiny to any extent, I feel this kind of does feel like destiny to me. But when it comes to like what's going to happen with this Emperor person, I don't know. Like, you don't really have to worry about it. With the Eight of Swords, I feel like they don't really want you to like worry about like all the things that are being said about you or what other people think about you. Like, you know, this person is not in, this person is just, they're gonna be angry, it's like, no matter what. And that's their choice. Like, I don't really know what else to say. And then you here, like, again, being represented by the High Priestess. It's very interesting that you are being represented by the Magician and the High Priestess here, number 1 and number 2. I feel like it's just like, I don't know, like, well, okay, yes. So number 1, they're telling you that your intuition, relying on your intuition, like being able to tune in for yourself will help you to know like when it's time for you to, I don't know, decide that you want to express yourself authentically, whatever this might be. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna come to a point where like it's almost undeniable for you and you're gonna be like, I just have to like do it. It kind of reminds me of when I decided to do brown paduha. That's kind of the feeling that it's giving me. You'll know because it's almost like you can't fight it anymore. And with the Death card, it's like, it kind of feels like these are just like dominoes that have to fall. It's like you coming out, expressing yourself this way. Yeah, maybe this person's going to get upset, but that's just something that they're going to have to deal with. It's not really your responsibility. And also see with this 10 of Cups, because there's so much positivity around you, expressing yourself in this way. Another thing that you can do to make sure that you are safe is to call upon the support of the people that want to see you succeed, to protect you. That's what I see here. To me, this beats out this any day. You know, the power of friendship, the power of love. The Emperor is just hating, and it's like, well, okay, you can continue to rule that realm like fine, you can have it. Nobody wants it. Yeah. See, with this world card here, I feel like they're just like your personal happiness, your personal fulfillment is just like so much more important than catering to this like one person's like happiness. Their happiness is their responsibility. It's not your responsibility. So yes, I hope that is helpful. Oh my gosh. Didn't we have like hater messages last time too? What's going on? What's going on? What the heck? Okay. All right. So let's move on to message number 2. And just as a reminder, it's this one. Just dance. And on the bottom, it says, when things get tough, look at the people who love you. You will get energy from them. Interesting. Okay. So, let me show my cards here. Let's see. Alright. Message number 2. I'm trying to shuffle more softly. Message number 2. What do people need to know? Watching this here. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we have the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Cups and this card with J-Hope on it. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay. Yes, I know what this is. So this message is for people who are having a hard time accepting help. Why do I feel like I talked about this multiple times already? Okay, so maybe this is you again. I don't know. I feel like these people just have a hard time accepting help. When I'm looking at this 4 of Cups, like there's an offer coming in for you and you're just like, no, thank you. And then again, it's like even like a close partner, somebody that really cares about you a lot, offering their medicine to you, and there's just kind of like a hesitation about whether or not to accept it. And then combined with the quote down here, when things get tough, look at the people who love you. You will get energy from them. It's almost like you're self-isolating when there's people that are actually trying to help you. You think you're being humble, you think you're being responsible by like keeping your problems to yourself, but I feel like whatever it is that you're experiencing will be a lot easier if you just allowed other people to help you, if you let go of control a little bit. Things might not be 100% how you planned it to be, but like this cycle or this pattern of how you're doing things is not sustainable. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. We got a little bit of a solution there, but okay, so I just see like the reason why this is happening is because like in the past, the people that have been meant to help you in the past have been unreliable, where it's just like easier for you to do things by yourself. That's kind of what it feels like to me, and you just don't want to be let down again. And I see that. You also have very high expectations of yourself, and it might be true that things will come out better when you do it yourself. But that's not the point. Yeah. I don't know. Things don't need to be perfect to be good. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. It could even be like, I think for some people, like, somebody's offering you an opportunity, or like recognizing your work, and you just feel like you're not worthy of it, or you're not not ready for it. You're not, it's like too big for you, too whatever for you. And you're, yeah. Oh, okay, well, let's see what comes out. Oops. Message number 2. What do they need to hear? What's the homework? Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, so we have the Moon, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I see it. It's great. And no, I'm not going to say that. But, you know, these, for everybody, you know, regardless of which message resonates with you or which situation resonates with you, we have the 10 of Cups again, which just makes me feel like, again, there's people that are trying to recognize you, that they're trying, like, they want to make you happy. It's almost like, I don't mean to be sassy, but the question that they're presenting you with is like, do you like being unhappy? Do you like struggling? Do you like making life harder for yourself? That's almost kind of what it feels like to me. I don't know. It's like, it's in how do I say this? What they're presenting you is an opportunity for you to break this unsustainable cycle with the Moon. It's like, yes, you do a lot. You do take on a lot. You do have a lot of burdens. But if you want to be free from it, if you want things to change, it's going to be uncomfortable. Accepting help is going to be uncomfortable. Doing things with other people rather than on your own, the way that you've done it for so long, is going to be uncomfortable. Even acknowledging that you deserve more compensation, you deserve more exposure, more visibility for in recognition of everything that you've done. Yeah, it's gonna be uncomfortable. And they see you kind of like, they just want you, your homework is to be aware or be critical of the thoughts that are coming in that are telling you that you don't deserve it. Why? Interrogate that. That's what the 7 of Swords is about. It's like, why am I telling myself? Why am I telling myself that I don't deserve this help, that I don't need this help, when I really do, when I really could use it, when I really do need the money, when I really do want the exposure or the recognition or whatever, you know? Yeah. And so they're not saying that you need to accept the help or accept whatever is being like proposed to you or offered to you. Of course, like, do whatever it is that you want to do, what's right for you. The main thing is that you think about like where this like your automatic response or rejection is coming from. Yeah. And whatever it is that you decide, I think as long as you're critiquing that or like interrogating that, it's gonna help you to grow through this situation. So, you know, maybe now is not the right time to say yes, and that's okay. That's totally okay. Maybe the next time will be. I don't know, you know. But yeah, it's very clear with this 10 of Cups that you do deserve it. Whatever this is, whatever's coming to you, whatever's being offered to you is something that you do deserve. So I hope you know that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so message number 3 is love. And it says, we're trying to say that if you in love, when you're not true to yourself, the love won't last. Interesting. Okay, so what is this message about? Message number 3. Message number 3. What is the situation? Oh, wow. We got swords. So, okay. I already know what this is about. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords, and then we also have love. Okay, so this is like, it's all about communication, obviously, but it's like, yeah, it's like you're putting up with a relationship dynamic, and this does not have to be romantic. This can also be platonic. This can be work. It could be, what family, whatever. But it's like you're putting up with people treating you a certain way, and you're afraid to say something. I feel like you're like almost on the verge of saying something because you're so tired of it. You're so tired of it. It's like, I can't take this anymore. And it kind of matches with this quote here that says, like, when you're not true to yourself, the love won't last. I'm starting to feel, it's talking a little bit about resentment in this situation, because like you have not been able to speak your truth when it comes to, I don't know, whatever it is that you're whatever it is that's bothering you. But then I see here with this Page of Swords, you just don't feel safe. It's really scary for you to be able to even express this. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So before I even pull any cards, one thing that they're talking about is like bouncing your ideas, or like talking to somebody else about this. If you haven't already done this, they want you to like check with somebody who you trust, someone who loves you, that can give you a reality check about whether or not like this is you should say something or not. That's kind of what they're saying. Because I kind of feel like, I don't know, there seems to be shame around this, where it's like, I don't even know if like I'm being a baby, or like am I real or not. Maybe like this is something that you've observed in other relationships around you, where it just feels like, okay, maybe that's normal, but regardless of what is normal and what is not normal, if you're not okay with it, like, you always have the right to speak up about it. But let me as I'm saying that, I still want you to like double check with somebody else that you trust, that can give you an objective point of view. But I kind of feel like they're gonna like totally validate you. I don't know. That's just my opinion or my hunch. But okay, let's see what your homework is. If there's any additional homework for you, people with message number 3. Oops, that's too many. This is number 3. What is the homework? Oh, yes. Oh, my. Okay. So we have 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the Empress. This is a very interesting progression, okay? Whoops. We go from stormy skies, gray clouds, to yellow, thriving, whatever. Not whatever, but lusciousness, Venusian, fertile vibes. And then like this in the middle is like a kind of like a transition thing for me. So let me just, okay, instead of describing what the cards look like, let me just tell you what I am seeing here, what it means to me. Okay, so some of you are already ready to talk. I understand that you feel nervous, but I feel like this conflict is not going to break the relationship. I feel like it's only going to help you become stronger. This maybe not just you, but also like whoever it is that your relationship is going to help the relationship to become stronger. I see that this person like wants to be on friendly terms with you, or like want to feel like this doesn't feel like an enemy or something like that. This is somebody that like wants to stay in relation with you. So like at first I feel like maybe they might feel defensive about it, or maybe they'll like react in a certain way, which is probably why you feel a little bit scared to bring it up. But like it's necessary to correct this like power imbalance is kind of what it feels like. You don't have to feel like you are like asserting your boundaries, because that's what it is. Please don't feel like asserting your boundaries is like harmful to the other person. It's like maybe they'll like feel sad about it, but like think about all the harm that you've been experiencing by allowing yourself to like put up with this. Remember? Remember this? Oh, isn't that funny that we also have like the Five of Swords here? Look at all these swords. They even have more to like stab you in the back with, right? So yeah, maybe it'll be uncomfortable. Maybe they'll just be like, I need to take a break. I'm not gonna talk to you for like a little while or whatever. But like at the end of the day, what I see is that they do want to like have a good relationship with you. And like, so I feel like and like you'll know too, as you're thinking about your personal situation, whether or not like this applies to you, like if this is like, so this message is only for you if this is like a relationship, a situation that like you want to continue. This is not like somebody that you're like trying to break up with or you like never want to talk to again. It's like I don't know, I feel like they will be genuinely receptive to what it is that you need to hear, or what they need to hear, what you need to say. I see that. And I see that they want to try. They want to do better. They want to like be better, be a better person in this situation. Maybe they're not good at it. You know, I see like they'll need to try. Like with this, like, they're like, this person is giving this person like one flower when it's like, okay, but like you need to be treating me like the empress. I need like lots of flowers. I need to be nourished. I need to be, you know, have like a fancy gown and things like that, metaphorically speaking, of course. So I see that this person like may have a long way to go, but like after this I can see them being more receptive to you asking for, asserting your needs, asking for what it is that you need. Like honestly, I feel like this person might kind of like have a an idea that something is like not totally right, but because you're both kind of conflict averse, even though you care for each other, it just hasn't come up. But I see that they do want to, yeah, this is like, it's time for things to come out. We have the Judgment card here, which is associated with Pluto, and for me it's like talking about like healing, bringing about healing in like a, maybe in like a disruptive way. Doesn't feel good in the moment, but it's something that's like ultimately good. And yeah, things will get better in the end, or after this conflict. So good luck. That's tough, but also you're brave. That's what I feel. Okay. All right, let's move on to message number 4. Oh no, that was message number. Oh no, no. Okay, message number 4 is Seesaw. Seesaw, and it says, no one else can take responsibility for you. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry, my nose is a little itchy. And what is this? You know, that's annoying. That's annoying, but that's just how my hair grows. Okay. All right. Seesaw. Seesaw. What is it? Oops. The heck? Oh, here we go. Okay. Seesaw. What is this situation? What is this situation? Seesaw. This is number 4. Okay. We have Seesaw, Ace of Cups, and 4 of Swords. Aha. Yes. Wow. Okay. So there is a message here about being guilty about resting. Again, another message that I feel like I deliver every other week, but that's okay. It's okay. Like, we all have different things going on, and life can feel relentless sometimes. But okay, so no. There's progress here. Okay, so this feels like somebody who has had difficulty resting in the past, but now that they are forcing themselves to rest, or like to get into the groove of resting, or actually like tending to their needs, like true self-care, not just like putting on a face mask and like getting massage and stuff, but it's like eating healthy foods, drinking enough water, standing in the sun, doing this, doing that. I feel like you feel the effects of it starting to pay off now. Yeah, but then it's almost like life feels a little bit boring because it's not as chaotic, because you're taking care of yourself more. And you're like, is this okay? That's kind of what it feels like. So, okay, let's see here. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Don't worry, okay? Life is gonna spice things up for you when it's time, alright? That's not... Anyway, that's just my observation from living life, It's not gonna be boring for long. But let's see. Okay, so what is your homework here? So like one question that's coming up is like, what's wrong? What's wrong with life being boring or easy? What's wrong with that? That low? I don't know. Okay. Let's see if they will whatever. Say more. I was gonna say elucidate, but I'm not sure if that's the right word. Sometimes when I'm channeling, it'll just like have me say words. I'm not really sure of the meaning, or if it's like proper or what. But anyway, okay. Let's see. Homework. What is the homework for message number 4? Oops. Okay. We have the Hermit, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Wands. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, like, you're getting into the groove of, like, finding a balance in life. Okay, so you went from constant chaos or like being really burned out to now just like being really solid with your self-care, which is not something that we always have the luxury of doing. You know what I mean? Like when things are tough, like when things get stressful, like for a lot of us, we kind of like put that stuff to the side because it's like I'm in survival mode. These are like not essential to my survival, so it's gonna get cut out first, right? But which is like, I'm not saying whether that's good or bad. You got to do what you need to do to survive, right? But here, like, now that things have, like, calmed down a little bit, it's almost like you're craving the chaos. You're craving the unpredictability, that stress, the cortisol, maybe, or adrenaline. I don't know. But, like, it's all about balance. So I see you kind of, like, going back and forth, trying to, like, figure out how to live in a more balanced way. And this feels like this is like something that's new for your family, like generationally with this Hermit card. I feel like, so number one, they want you to know that the reason why you're struggling with this is that it hasn't been modeled for you before. It's kind of like you're blazing your own trail, and that's okay. Oh, and okay, it matches with Seesaw, trying to find balance. Good one. And yeah, but so the reason why I'm talking about balance here is because we have the Six of Pentacles with the scales. It's like, so I see here, like, as you're like, number one, they basically just want you to be a little bit easier on yourself, okay? It's okay if things feel boring. It doesn't mean that things are bad, but please don't go like trying to like stir shit up, okay? Like they said earlier, like life will become spicier, become more exciting, become more chaotic on its own. Don't worry, okay? As much as you can, enjoy this time now, this downtime that you have, and like let it help you to kind of like gauge what a middle path could look like. You know what I mean? That's what it is here with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is kind of like the Goldilocks bed. That's what it's kind of giving me. It's not Knight of Swords where you're like charging ahead and like the horse looks all scared. It's not Knight of Pentacles or Knight of Cups where it's like moving a little bit slower. This is like moving ahead at a sustainable pace. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. The takeaways, number one, are like enjoy this time. Don't worry, you're not doing anything wrong. Number two, like be a little bit easier on yourself because yeah, you are like breaking intergenerational cycles, which is really amazing. But that's why like it feels weird to you. And then number three, like just focus on like enjoying this downtime, but knowing that like once things will just pick up again, you're gonna have to learn how to like balance things, keep things like in the middle, sustainable, maybe not as relaxed and nourishing and whatever as it is now, but life will go back and forth like a seesaw. So you're doing exactly what you need to be doing, just like changing your mindset around it a little bit. Okay, and last but not least, we have Singularity. Singularity, and it says, I have a big heart full of love, so please take it all. Mwah. Let's see. Okay. Message number 5. What is message number 5? This is a situation. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is romantic related. I'm not sure yet. But we have 8 of Cups and Justice. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. I don't know. It feels like heartbreak. It feels like somebody that had to make a hard choice. In the name of love. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if they can give us a little bit more information. Give us more information, please. Queen of Wands. Yeah! You're growing. You're outgrowing. It may not be romantic love, but it does feel like heartbreak. But, you know, the other cards that I pulled were the 2 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So it feels like it's almost like heartbreak when you're like moving on to something bigger, something better, something more aligned with the person that you're becoming or that you have become. And it does feel sad. It feels like it's a very bittersweet transition, but I feel a lot of heartbreak here, sadness. It's almost like maybe you're breaking up with somebody because you're moving to like do your dream job, but you're gonna be like in another city halfway around the world, so there's just like doesn't feel sustainable. Or you're like moving away, you're moving out of the house, but your parents aren't kicking you out because you're like ready to follow your dreams and they're really sad. Or maybe you're like leaving a job, but you're leaving behind like the best coworkers that you ever had, and the like you actually even maybe loved your boss, or not loved, that's kind of strong, really liked your boss, or I don't know, it kind of feels like that. So let's see, what is the homework here? Message number 5. Okay, so it just fell out. We have the world and the devil. Let me get one more card. Well, just so you know, okay, yeah, we have the Queen of Swords. So as I'm looking at this, what they want you to know, especially with the World card, is like the bonds that you formed, like although you mourn them, although you mourn like how things were and you're not sure how things are going to turn out, like the bonds that you formed, of course, are never going to go away. They're always going to be there. But wherever it is that you're headed, you're going to have like another support system. That's what I see here with the World card and like the 4 faces all around. I do feel that. Also, like they want you to, so just know that, like, be rest assured that you're gonna have this, you're gonna have support there. Additionally, with this Devil card, I feel like they don't want you to romanticize the situation that you're leaving a little bit too much, because you do know in the back of your mind that you outgrew it, that it was time for you to leave. Not that it was like holding you back, but it was just like, I don't know, you got what you needed to get out of this situation. Not that it's like an extractive thing, but it was just time for you to move on. I think like there's like the little bit of fear and apprehension that you have about whatever it is that you're moving on to might bring up a little bit of fear inside of you, so you feel like you look back on the situation that you're leaving with rose-colored glasses, but it was not a perfect situation for you, which is why you're moving on. So they just want you to remember that this is like, it's almost like, when people pass away, like people only want to talk about the good things about the person. It's like, well, yes, and also that person was a butthead sometimes, and that's okay. It's okay to say. It doesn't take away from the bond that you had or like all the good times, but so in your situation here, just remember that there's a reason why you're leaving, and it's a positive reason. It's because it's time for something different. And then with the Queen of Swords here, let's see, yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, I feel like, okay, so with the Queen of Swords, what this is reminding you, and this is the last part of your homework, is that it's okay for you to not know how to feel or what to say. You're in a mourning process. You're like grieving this transition. Sorry for touching the microphone. And it's okay if like some days you feel really excited and other days you feel really scared. Some days you feel really happy, other times you feel really sad. Like it's not they're really like inviting you to not judge your feelings, because I feel like you're trying to like be positive and just like be like, this is good, and like everything's gonna be great, there's nothing wrong going on, and it's kind of like exacerbating these sad feelings that you have because you're not allowing yourself to process through these like sentimental bittersweet feelings. But ignoring them is not gonna like make you feel better. Sometimes you just need to like feel your feels, get it out so you can move on. Don't treat yourself like a robot. Because you're not a robot, unless you are. Then you can treat yourself like a robot. But I'm guessing if message number 5 is for you, you're not a robot. Okay? Alright. Oh, and then, sorry, to go back to our card, the Singularity card that says, I have a big heart full of love, so please take it all. I feel like maybe you're like kind of not liking that you have a big heart full of love. But that's like, it's one of the best parts of you. So you don't have to hide your heart away or put your heart away. or ignore it in order to get through this process. I think like leaning into those feelings a little bit more will help you to move through it a little more quickly than what you're doing now, which is just like pushing it away. Yeah. Okay, that was excellent. Thank you, BTS Tarot Project, for this Love Yourself Oracle. Not sponsored, but if you want to pick them up, they do have it there, and I don't get anything for shouting them out, just so you know. Yeah, so that was cool. We had like 2 BTS themed readings in a row, which I did not intend, but that's just how it worked out. But regardless of whether or not you like BTS, well, how about this? Give this video a like if you like BTS, or give this video a like if any of those messages resonated with you. And if any of them did resonate with you, please let me know in the comments. Let me know how things are going in your life. This week this couple of weeks seems a little bit better than like it has been in like the past weeks. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm wishing you all luck and success and ease in the coming weeks. And I hope that this spirit homework helps with that. Okay, so yes, last thing, if you want to go in depth with any of these messages, like I said at the beginning, you can always book a one-on-one session with me. That is linked in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you all in a couple of weeks on the next spirit homework, or on social media or somewhere else on the internet.